Good evening, everyone. This is John, member of the Stars League Smoking Tires Amateur Racing Series. We've got a recruiting race for you tonight. We're at the newly repaved Atlanta Motor Speedway. Not to be confused with Old Faithful that everybody used to know and love. So we got some super speedway racing here for you this evening. The drivers now are wrapping up practice. You see that there in the top left of the screen. They got about a minute and a half of practice remaining. And then we're going to get into 5 minutes qualifying, followed by the race. I am drawing a blank off the top of my head how many laps it actually is. I feel like it's 130. But I'm going to have to double check that. I probably should have checked that before I decided to start broadcasting, right? But whatever. Anyways, so you're going to see a combination of cars in this race. This is just a regular hosted session, so you may see some IROC looking cars that all look very similar with different colors. Most of those members are members that are in the Stars League. We're working on trying to recruit some people for our upcoming season that's starting here in February. We're going to do... In 2023, we're going to do two 15-race seasons, the first of which is going to kick off there in the beginning of February. We got a couple more recruiting races we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking off Christmas and New Year's. I think we may have one more in the new year, and then we're going to have a bunch of our teams getting ready for the Daytona 24 Hours, so we're going to skip a couple weeks to prep a little bit for that and to also actually participate in it. Looks like they're winding down here, trying to see, obviously, a hosted session. Not everybody sticks around for it. But it looked like the fastest person in that session would have been Shockey Tarpley, followed by Spencer Pinson. We'll see what it looks like here in qualifying. I would expect some pretty close times to one another, just because that's generally what you get here with Super Speedway. It's completely flat out, so it's going to be whoever is able to stick it to the bottom the best, not turn the wheel so much. So all those guys are qualifying. Let's go ahead and check out some of the stuff for tonight's race. Bring up the weather forecast here. Most importantly thing I want to look at here is the track temp. So it's right around 100 degrees. So it's not cool by any means, but it's also not blazing hot. So there should be a fair amount of traction. It will probably cool off as the race goes. It'll probably, if I were to guess, it's going to probably drop 10-15 degrees throughout the race. So that should be interesting. I'm going to be interested also to see how some of these drivers perform that I'm not familiar with. I've actually seen some names pop up that are not in our league that I have raced with before. One of which would be Vernon Markheim. I've been running the Winter iRacing NASCAR series, which is using the old 1987's cars, and I believe Vernon has been in my split at least two or three times over the last month or so. So that's somebody I'm pretty familiar with racing with. I don't think I recognize anybody else's. Here in the top right, you're going to constantly see fastest laps popping up as each individual driver puts up the next fastest lap. Like I said, I'm going to pull this up. I am John Honecker. I am one of the members of the league. I'm actually one of the, I guess you would call it an owner, head admin, whatever you want to call it. But I've stepped back. I wanted to try and do a little bit of broadcasting. So I've been doing that the last couple weeks. Next week, there will not be one because I am actually going to race. And then, like I said earlier, we're going to be taking off Christmas and New Year's before we have one more race, most likely in the new year before I think we're going to end up doing a mock, probably like a 90-minute Daytona 24-hour race. Off the top of my head, I want to say it's January 15th. So our last recruiting race is probably going to be January 8th, if I'm not mistaken. I know next week we're just going to be following what AFIXT is running. So next week is the old Kentucky Speedway, the legacy version. So super duper bumpy. Then I forget where it is there the week of January 8th. But it's somewhere that the series doesn't commonly travel to. I actually want to say it may be the legacy version of Michigan. They generally do a good job mixing up the schedule in what would be the NASCAR off season. Just tracks that you normally don't get to run because AFIXT is going to follow the NASCAR schedule throughout the year, except for bye weeks and whatnot, of course. Looks like we got about a little bit over a minute remaining in qualifying. Looks like Justin Diaz is currently sitting on the pole by about 4/100ths over Max McCarthy. We'll see if that ends up sticking. I don't know if there's anybody that is waiting to qualify. 21 have taken time thus far. And they're all separated by only 0.3. So, yeah, extremely close qualifying across the board. I set the session up to allow 50 people, knowing that there was going to be people that didn't stick around. So I'm thinking this race is probably going to have right around 25 to 30 that take the green flag. It's going to be my best guess. Last week we were at, I'm trying to think where we were at. It was a little bit of a rougher race, just because we were at Dover. Yeah, we were at Dover, and it was just that's just a tricky track to begin with. And then when you get a mixed group of people that haven't necessarily all raced with one another and whatnot, it led to some cautions. But overall, it sounds like everybody had some good fun. Got these drivers gridding up here. I want to say Justin Diaz ended up taking the pole. There we go. Got it all set up now. Let's go ahead. While these guys are gridding up, let's go ahead and check out the starting lineup. Let's see whose name I can mess up. So starting front row, we got Justin Diaz, 31,641, outside pole. Max McCarthy. Starting on the second row, we got Robert, believe he goes by Bob Merlino. And we got Justin Bissonette. Third row, we got Nathan Finnegan and Kyle Jelly. It's a heck of a name. Fourth row, Matt Cook and Mike Kirk. The battle of the short names. Going to our second page here, fifth row. Looks like Vernon Marheim did stick around, so he is starting in the 9th position. James Napier in 10th. Rob Cunningham 11th. Adam Ball 12th. Stephen Tuck 13th. Brock Hersey 14th, 15th, Mark Henkels. I'm going with Henkels. 16th, Larry McKenzie. 17th, we got Mike Jennings. 18th, Spencer Pinson. 19th, Stephen Prosser. 20th, Corey Cheney. 21st, Ed Gubick. 22nd, Chad Stearns. 23rd, Evan Pienta. 24th is not going to be me because I am sitting here broadcasting. Some of these guys may be in the race. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead and go through them anyway. We got James Danforth, James Bomar, Brendan Buzak, Shockey Tarpley, Travis Lepanis, James Riley, Robert Blauen, Caden Trotter, Field's rolling, so I gotta hurry up. Kevin LaPerriere, Ethan Russell, Ron Walters, John Aldridge, Justin Labatt, Dante Wright, Brandon Scott, Nathan Brzezowski. Got corrected on that last week. I was throwing some extra letters in that didn't exist. And you're going to just have to scroll through the rest of this because this field is ready to go green. And I need to hurry my ass up. So I believe we're only going to have one pace lap, so they should be coming to the green this time by... Let's see if I can get you a pretty good camera angle. Chris, hello again. Thanks for checking me out. If you got any questions or comments or any concerns, definitely voice them. I will be paying attention as best as possible. I learned a lot of things doing this last week. Hopefully I'm able to get that stuff straightened out, not have any issues. These guys do have 2 fast repairs. I hope they don't have to use them. Justin bringing them down to the green flag, and we are green. Let's see if these guys can just all file into a nice accordion. You're going to have a couple different lines working. Looks like Max is throwing it back to Cole Trickle. Getting a good push by Justin Bissonnette. Probably going to push him out to the lead here if I were to guess. The high line seems to be the line that's able to get the better runs. And Max is going to drop to the bottom in front of the 2 Justins. I'm going to try and catch some action further back in the pack, but there's going to be a lot going on here, so... You're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to do all I can. See if some of these camera angles are... That's a little bit too zoomed in. Let's not do that one. There we go. Let's go with this one. I believe there could have been a crash. I do not know that for sure. I believe these guys are... They appear to be not at speed. So I think they're slowing for the caution flag. Nah, you know what? They're at speed. I think there was a wreck, but I think they got it all gathered back up. Or at least there's 4 X's showing on my screen. I stand corrected, guys. I apologize. I think they got it all gathered up. My feed is giving me some pretty bad info. Looks like Max has worked out pretty comfortably to the lead here. Justin has fallen into second. Ooh, hard in the outside wall. Let's see if I can figure out who that is. That is probably, pretty sure that brought out the... That may have been Corey Cheney here. No, that was not Corey Cheney. I'm going to have a hard time figuring out who that actually was. It looks like 28 drivers ended up taking the green flag there, in case anyone's wondering. Alright, there we go. So it was Matt Cook. See if I can figure out what actually happened. I think he just got loose, got it corrected, went down through the grass, locked it down, but ended up back in front of the track, in front of, looks like Rob Cunningham and Adam Ball at least involved. A couple other guys squeezing by here. That's what the fast repairs are there for, though, guys. It looks like they're still... I think Vernon just went for a spin through the grass. Not sure what the heck happened there. Then getting called up to the field. Getting called up to the field in the 03, unfortunately, did not get it checked up in time. They'll get it all straightened out, though. And Chris, just to make sure, I want to make sure you can hear me. It appears that you should be able to from what I'm seeing, but if for some reason you can't hear anything, I guess you can't really say, hey, I can't hear you, but hopefully you speak up if you can't hear anything or car audio's too loud. I can adjust all that stuff on the fly, so let's go ahead and bring up some tickers so we can kind of keep track where everybody's at. I know I was keeping you guys in the dark. There's a lot of steps that go along with when the race gets going green. Getting it all set up. Looks like the field is gathering up. I think they're staging up, so we're going to be going green again this time by, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I had a little bit of reverb echoing last week also, and I'm not 100% sure what is causing it. Unfortunately, that's going to be something I'm probably going to have to look into further. I don't know if I am leaning too closely into the mic or what it could be. Hopefully it's not overly annoying. Max bringing them down here, kind of flip-flopped positions from the opening restart. We are green again. Max got a big old jump there. I don't know if Justin was asleep or what happened there, but it was that was a big old jump. Let's stick with this camera angle for a little bit. When they did the new track, they put in some static cameras that are default that I don't have to kind of toggle between. So I might have somebody up in the wall there. Yeah, it's Evan Pienta on the far outside in the Mobil 1 car, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, we got problems. We got trouble. I gotta figure out what happened. I can tell you the 72 is for sure involved. We're 3 wide. Oh, there's a little bit of netcode. A little bit of netcode. Looks like Max was moving down a little bit. The netcode hooked him. And unfortunately, quite a few people involved. See Robert Blauen gets involved there. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'll try backing away from the mic a little bit. Maybe I'm just like getting too close to it. Looks like through all of that, that Nathan Finnegan has come out in the lead. I think I can Yeah, so it actually lets me see who has used fast repairs. I realized that was a category that I had last week that I had turned off or just wasn't paying attention to. So looks like your top 16 all have not used a fast repair. Mike Kirk has used one. Brock Hersey has used one. Adam Ball had to use one after that first incident. Unfortunately, Rob Cunningham has used both of his already. So he's going to have to play it a little cautious here. Mark Hinkles has used one. Everybody else has two of them still, so there may be some beat up cars, but at least not many of them are destroyed so far. How do you use it? If you go to the, I'm going to call it probably the F4 window, wherever it shows fuel and whatnot, at the bottom it should say something like fast repair or something like that. Hopefully we're able to find that if you're in the race, because yeah, you're gonna want to use those. But on the flip side of that, you don't want to leave it turned on and then be in a very minor scuffle with like minimal damage and like 5 seconds or something like that, and then use your fast repair, because that's just wasting it. You need to save it for when the car is truly damaged. Looks like the 03 car there is blinking pretty bad, unfortunately. Yeah. I know there's a couple people admin in here in the race. That may be something that they're going to have to deal with, because that's going to lead to some incidents more than likely. As the field is getting set to go green again, I believe. Nathan Finnegan's going to be bringing him down to the green flag with Justin Diaz to his outside. James Napier is currently third. As you can see, though, he is blinking in and out, though. And then we got Spencer Pinson restarting in the 4th position. Pace car is off. They are green. Nathan, big old jump. The starting zones, which is something that iRacing introduced specifically for league and hosted sessions, not this season, but the season before this. Those are on, and I think they're going to be in a lot of the official series this upcoming season. So the leader and outside of front row has to maintain a pretty specific speed. So you got 46 kind of dicing around on Nathan's rear bumper there. These guys are going to go 3 wide, which you can do it. It's a hosted session. I get it. I would like to see these guys kind of sort back into like a more 2 wide. 2 wide is the comfort zone here. Maybe get some single file going here. Give me a lot to pay attention to here. Looks like you got a few stragglers kind of lagging behind the field there. Probably just trying to clock some laps. Justin Diaz is pulled out to the lead here, and followed by Stephen Tuck and Ed Gubick. Ed driving the Kurt Busch Kansas win scheme. It is a very, very popular paint scheme. It was popular before they announced it. It became really popular when they did announce it, and then when he won the race, it became extremely popular. I don't know for sure, but I think I read that was one of the top-selling die-casts of last year, and obviously that's pretty understandable. I mean, that's an iconic brand, iconic person, I wouldn't say Kurt Busch is an underdog, but he's definitely was at the end of his career. Don't want to say it's completely over because you never know, but looks like these guys have kind of gotten things sorted out a little bit. I'm going to go through the field here a little bit, see what's going on with everybody. Oh. Alright, they got it gathered up. We're good. I thought right as I said something that we were going to have to put it out. But we're not. It's got a front five. That's some pretty good racing going there. Some crazy runs that people are getting here. People out of the throttle. Looks like Spencer's getting right up to Nathan's bumper, giving him a big old shot, pushed him up out of the groove. Thought he'd maybe go with him there, but no, they're just kind of working through some things at the moment. Nathan's gonna just kind of stick up in the high line there. He's probably gonna get freight trained by a few people here. Kyle Jelly in the 54 slipping by. Oh, they got it gathered up. Steven Tuck holding on to it. We're going to go check that out. I think I know what happened, but I want to confirm it. I think he may have got a bump. Oh, no, he had Spencer to the apron, which is probably kind of ill-advised here, but Steven was able to gather it back up. Looks like he settled back into 13th or so back here with Travis and James Danforth, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I should know this because I painted all of these IROC cars, but I forget who I painted what color. There was so many of them that I did. Looks like back behind the pack here, you have a pretty large grouping, actually. You got Rob Cunningham there. We got a wreck. I recognize that car. Actually, that was not who I thought it was. That was Kyle Jelly. That may have brought out the caution here. I think that was another netcode incident. Yeah, I mean, that ultimately was netcode, unfortunately. It's unfortunate that that has happened a couple times tonight now. Caution is out. You can see the lights flashing there. These guys got 3 additional sets of tires, so they don't have unlimited tires, so they are probably still here in the window that they don't want to use them yet if they don't have to. It could be worthwhile to maybe come top off fuel. We do have a stage break coming here at the end of lap 42, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's what the majority of people were waiting on. Looks like Rob Cunningham's going to be the lucky dog candidate here. Going to bring it all on back around. I think that's going to get him onto the lead lap. It's going to leave Mark Hinkles, Robert Blauen, 1 lap down, Max McCarthy, Kyle Jelly, 2 laps down, Robert Merlino, 3 laps down, Michael Jennings. Looks like showing 5 laps down. And then we have 3 people that I believe are retired out of the race. Matt Cook, Corey Cheney, and Vernon Markheim. Rob's going to get called back up to the back of the pack here. Like I said, he has already used his fast repair, so he is probably just trying to log some laps, hang around towards the back of the field. You don't want to get involved in something major and be out of the race this early. There's already a couple people that are in the double digits for incident count, which is not ideal, but like I said, you have our group of league people, and then it's open to, I think I have it open to anyone between, I may have done 1,000 I rating all the way up to 4,500, but I may have even done as low as 500, just because, I mean, we appeal to most of your skill groups. We're not biased on that. If you get up over like 4,500, you're probably just not going to have a fun time because we don't have anybody that's at that level, and it's it's a free league. It's a recent merger of two older leagues, SCARS, which was Stock Car Amateur Racing Series, and then STRS, which was Smoke and Tire Racing Series. That's where the name Stars came from. But the STRS had some buy-ins last week. They had some trophies and whatnot last season. SCARS in the past had done kind of like a charity pot, and then we did some like prizes for this, that, and the other, but generally we were a free league. As it looks like we are going to be going green here. Believe we got about 16 or 17 laps before the stage break, so let's see if these guys can get it back there without any further incidents. Justin's going to get a pretty good jump here. Justin behind him in third was getting a little bit of a bump there from Evan Pienta, trying to get him up there. Spencer Penson here in second. Justin Bissonette just trying to decide which line he wants to be in front of. These guys have pretty smartly got back to single file. I'm glad to see that the most of the three wide seemingly has gone away. It looks like a little bit of side drafting back there. Not sure who that was between, but it's probably a little early to be doing any super aggressive side drafting. Looks like the field is mostly single file. There's a couple people making some moves. Somebody getting pushed up the track there. Got the Justin and Justin show out front, followed by Evan Pienta third, Nathan Finnegan fourth, and James Danforth. I believe he was just running back behind the pack before that last caution, so he very clearly made up a lot of positions there. He's running in the top 5, which the second I say that, he has seemingly fallen like a rock outside of the top 10. Maybe my scoring was off on that. Looks like Adam Ball, after getting involved in that first incident, just unfortunate. He's worked his way back up into the 5th position. Got a couple people that got a 2x there. It's usually just bouncing off the wall. Not a true incident. We're able to get it gathered up.
field continues to mostly be single file. You're gonna have to bear with me. My girlfriend just interrupted me, so that's why I'm silent. Looks like Justin Diaz is out here with Evan Piente trying to lead that outside line. Trying to get a good push out to the front. Adam Ball is pulled up behind Justin Bissonette. If I'm not mistaken, they may be teammates. There are a couple smaller teams here in this league, so they may be teammates. I'm not sure on that, but I see Nate Brzezowski has worked his way up to, he's in the top 5. He's in that black and white car, third in line on the bottom line, just kind of hanging around back there. Looks like Travis Lapenas has worked his way back up into the 7th spot. And Nathan Finnegan's just hanging out back there in the white and light blue car. That's
Rhode Island, University of Rhode Island blue, in case anyone's curious. Got Ed Gubick here in the, showing the 2 car, but he is the one that's in the Kurt Busch 45 Jordan branded car. He is actually one of our people not in the league that is participating in this. So, Ed, if you end up watching this, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you're having some fun. See Mike Kirk back there is just kind of hanging on to the back of this lead group. And there's another larger group that's led by Stephen Prosser. So Stephen Prosser, James Napier back here. Also I believe that is Max, who's a couple laps down. He's 1 lap down, so he's actually in the lucky dog position. A little bit of contact there by the not sure who that was. That was 24 cars on the car, but I don't. This is hard, guys. Anyways, so we got about 5 laps before the stage break. Adam Ball has gotten himself out to the lead. I know I missed it. I missed the pass for the lead. It's a fail on my behalf. But it looks like Justin did not fall far back. So if I were to guess, Adam probably moved to the outside line, just got pushed around the outside and slid down in front of Justin there. We got 5 more laps to complete before the stage break. It'll be the conclusion of lap 42. As I was hoping for, these guys have been able to kind of keep the ship headed in the right direction across the board for the most part. And I think we're going to be able to make it to this stage break without any further issue. Yeah, you got a
few different clusters of cars here running on track. Everybody's just trying to get to that stage break. I'd say you had the most action up here at the front. So this is a breakaway of 8 people led by Adam Ball. Travis Lapenas bringing up the rear in 8th.
But these guys have all kind of shuffled around quite a bit. And we got let's go check out the second group. So the second group is led by James Napier. I believe that is Brock Hersey behind him. Oh, no. So that's Max behind him, who is a lap down, and then it's Brock Hersey. And then And behind this group, we have another group pretty far back. That is Kevin LaPerriere up in the wall. Everything's still heading in the right direction, so we're going to be coming to 1 to go for the stage break, and these guys are very clearly, they want to be the one that's leading at that stage break. Nathan Finnegan with a huge shot to Justin Bissonette, pushing him out to the lead. Stage break's going to be at the completion of this lap, and then I would expect you're going to see pretty much the entire field coming in and more than likely getting their first set of tires. So they head off turn 4 here. Going to be close enough. Adam's going to be able to hold off Nathan, so Justin Bissonette brought him the stage win. Adam Ball second. Nathan Finnegan here in third. I'm going to guess that they're checking up here. Here comes the pace car driver. Ripping through the field. Drifting. He's got places to be. So I was going to say, I was assuming that the pace car was playing catch up, and that's why everybody was checking up. Pit road is probably open. Yep. Justin's going to lead them in here. Looks like Max is going to stay out. All these guys staying out are probably your drivers that are a lap or two down. Max is 1 lap down. I think he's going to be getting the lucky dog here. Yep, as you see him going around the pace car there. So Max is going to get the lucky dog, get him back onto the lead lap. And then it looks like Robert Merlino's 1 lap down, Rob Cunningham 4 laps down, and then Kyle Jelly 8 laps down. I believe that is it for people that are still in the race. Looks like Bissonette is going to beat Adam Ball off of pit road. Going to be Finnegan in third. Justin Diaz fourth. And it's Mike Kirk there in fifth. I'm just doing this based off of paint schemes. Nate Brzezowski in seventh. Yeah, it was seventh. I lost count. Behind Nate there, it looks like Evan Pienta, and I believe that is Travis Lapinus. Travis has told me how to pronounce his last name multiple times. And now I almost doubt myself if I'm saying it right. Not everybody can have just a name that flows off the tongue. That ticker's not working. What good? There we go. I was gonna say, my ticker's not working. So Robert Blauen is actually showing in the lead, and I'm just assuming that he stayed out on old tires. We're going to be coming to the green flag here, and he is definitely lined up in the lead spot. I'd be curious how old his tires are. We do not have any more stage breaks the rest of this race, so it is going to be hopefully green till the end,
but we will have to see. Let's go ahead and get it back to the vertical ticker here. Pace car is off. Robert's going to lead him down here.
It's going to be Robert first, Justin second, Adam Ball third, Nathan Finnegan fourth. Looks like Justin got a bunch of tire spin there. Either that or he was just asleep at the wheel and Nathan got into his rear end a little bit there on the restart. Huge head of steam. Robert is getting freight trained by this trio of cars. I believe these guys may all be teammates, but I see a lot of these Stars IROC paint schemes at the front. So that warms my heart a little bit that my guys are keeping the car clean that I painted for them. Looks like the yellow flag is out. I'm gonna go and check out, see if I can figure out what happened here. A few people were involved. Well, I'm actually not sure. It's showing a yellow flag is out, but I'm not. Okay. 70 got into the outside wall there. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so 70 just hit the outside wall a couple times and then, oh. That is a TKO, unfortunately. Kevin had it all saved here, but unfortunately you have the field, and that's where I think Justin Labatt got involved. 72 car there probably got a Phantom 4X from it. There's going to have to be some fast repairs used from that incident. But ultimately that came from just getting into that outside wall and then
clipping it again, and it just bounced the car off into the car below. Let's see if the track temps come down. So yeah, it started at, if I recall, it was 99. I think it started a race. We're down to 92, so I was predicting it was going to fall anywhere between
10 and 15 degrees. So that is holding true thus far. Makes me look smart. Yeah, I was thinking that all three of them were I'm sorry, Outlaw. I was not in the loop on anybody being kicked or anything. I'm not involved in the adminning in the race, so unfortunately I do not know what happened there. Yeah. Looks like Rob Cunningham's going to be getting the lucky dog here. It's going to get him back to one lap down. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you what happened with Spencer. I can tell that It shows he didn't use any fast repairs, and he had a 4X. That's the extent of what I know. So I know he would have been involved in an accident of some sort at some point in time. I just don't know what the accident was or what kind of blame or anything that went with that. So unfortunate, but that sometimes does have to happen. I'm sure that there was legitimate reasons for it, or something said on the radio. I don't know. Could be anything. Anyways, we're going back to green here. Adam Ball is going to be leading down. Justin Bissonette on the outside. People are going to have to group up here if they're going to want to
contend with this trio of guys at the front. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what the reason is or what restriction
I would even loosen. These three guys in front, I'm pretty sure, are going to end up sticking together here. Robert is holding it up in fourth place there on his older tires. I just don't know how old the tires. You got Travis right behind him, Justin there in sixth, and Nate in seventh. Looks like Justin's going to move around Travis there. Nate's going to go with him.
Nathan is hung out to dry. Someone is blinking horribly back there. I'm not sure which car that is, actually. I'm trying to figure it out looking at timing and scoring, but I don't see anybody's name flickering in like that. I think Ed may have just gotten into Stephen Tuck there. He's going to bring out the yellow. Oh, that's what it was. Steven's the one blinking in and out, and Ed just would have not really had a great idea where he is. Steven's obviously having some sort of really bad connection issues there. That's tough. Looks like a few other people may have got involved in that incident. About 4 or 5 laps away from halfway here.
I believe this is going to be Rob. He's going to be getting back to 1 lap down. I thought he was back to 1 lap down, but he must have lost another one at some point in time here. He's doing a good job holding on with having used both of his fast repairs there early. Gonna catch back up to the field. It's going to be Hillman, Stephen Tuck, both 1 lap down. James Napier, 2 laps down. Kyle Jelly, 6 laps down. And everybody else is out of the race. So we still got top 22 going. Hopefully Stephen's able to Let his connection kind of straighten itself out. Let's keep an eye on here in a little bit. Yeah, it seems like it's best I can tell. Looks like Max's car is clean. Mike's gonna bring it down pit road here. Probably gonna get himself some tires as the field's taking one to go. Looks like the 03 of James Napier is there in pit road. Probably fixing some damage. Mike Kirk, I think, just took 2 tires there. I was sleeping on it. Adam Ball's going to be leading him down to the restart here. It's going to be lap 58, so 63 to go, almost halfway here. Pace car is going to be dropping off. Looks like the crew of Nathan, Adam, and Justin got split up. Must have been some pit stops there. Adam firing off quick. He's going to get out to a huge lead here. Nate Brzezowski there on the bottom line is going to just be a sitting duck. Justin and Evan are going to probably come flying up here pretty quick. They got him separated a little bit as the field. The rest of the way back is 2x2x2. If I can jump back here in the field a little bit, go on board with Merlino running the 72 Tim Horton car. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he is Canadian. We got actually quite a few Canadians in the field here. I can think of at least 3 or 4 off the top of my head. He's got Justin Bissonette on his rear bumper. Gonna move down low. Bissonette's teammate Nathan Finnegan there kind of got trapped behind some of these cars. Wasn't able to take some of the runs that he was. Looks like we've got a breakaway of 5 cars there at the front, led by Adam Ball. Travis Lepinas at the back. He is another one of our Canadian drivers. Compare Justin to his. They're 3 wide here. That is going to be scary, and that is probably scariest for the person the outside. That's why I fear 3 wide. They're still wrecking back behind. Yeah, so they get 3 wide here, and then 2 car there in the middle just is think he moved down a little bit, but being stuck in the middle is not easy. I unfortunately caught Robert in the right rear. Not sure which driver that is. 68 car, Rob Cunningham, who has used his fast repairs. I'm sure that caused some bad damage. Trying to figure out, alright, let's go on board with 12 car here. I'll use Chase Cam even.
Just nowhere to go. He was through it until right at the end. It was the last car. It's tough. Guess you don't want me comparing these guys anymore, right? Updating our fast repair watch. So I'd say it's gonna be easier to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people have not used a fast repair. And then there's another probably 6 or 7 that have used one, and then there's a handful of people that have used both of theirs already. A little bit past halfway. Take one to go here. Again, John Honaker, one of the drivers here in the Stars Racing League. Looks like somebody's getting back on the lead lap there. Didn't catch who that was.
Actually, I think they're doing some wave arounds for people to just try and get people back on the lead lap. But again, I'm John Honaker. I'm one of the administrators of the Stars Racing League. Just broadcasting this recruiting race. We got a couple more on board before we get our next season fired up at the beginning of February. We'll have a 15 race season that will be pretty much the first half of the NASCAR season, and then we'll get a second 15 race season. This is just an hosted session, so anybody could join it. We got a lot of our... Yeah, I'll get you a running order. Let's go ahead and bring that back up for you. I bring that down sometimes when I try and bring up some of the other screens, and then I always forget to pull it back up. Sorry, Chris. Adam's going to lead him down to the green flag here with Justin to his outside, Evan Pienta outside front row, Nate Brzezowski inside the second row. Looks like the leader is able to get a really big jump pretty consistently. That's no surprise. I'm kind of surprised it's that big of a jump. But getting out to the lead like that is not a great thing always, because you were just a sitting duck in front of the field. As you see, Justin Diaz getting pushed here by Evan Pienta. They're probably going to be able to make this pass. I do see Justin Bissonette and Nathan Finnegan running back there. I think the 4th and 5th cars on the inside line, so they're working on trying to get back up to Adam, their teammate there. Justin Diaz dropping to the inside. Nate Brzezowski giving a big shot to Adam Ball. That's going to propel him up to the lead. Evan Pienta is going to go to the outside of Justin Diaz. They're going to be 3 wide who crossing the stripe. Justin Diaz is going to probably lose some positions here. He's going to just try and fall back in line. He's just going to end up swapping positions with Evan.
Let's see if he sticks with Evan or if he decides to go back to his outside. Nathan Finnegan pushing the 00 car of Larry McKenzie there. Got James Danforth there down low, just all by himself.
Lonely James. Let's go check back the lead here. Adam Ball being pretty aggressively pushed by Nate Brzezowski. Travis Lapanis there in third. Justin Bissonette in fourth. Evan Pienta, Justin Diaz, 5th and 6th. Evan Pienta is going to mix it up here. He's going to get to the outside. No, he doesn't want to stick around too long there. Let's look at another camera angle I can give you guys. Got some of these static cameras. Let's mix it up a little bit. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a crank it up session. I've heard you. Sure, you've heard me talk enough, so we're gonna crank it up a little bit. Looks like the field's working past the lap car there. There is a wreck. That was a timely camera angle to have there. Having him go right across, and I believe that was the...
I'm mistaken. That was the Jordan car. I gotta try and remember what car number it is. Ah, 03, just lack of a
better term, just run him over. That's unfortunate. I think he's just going to tow it. He probably will end up disconnecting. We'll see. Ignore the timing currently. I am
not sure what it has going on and what it's trying to sort out, but it's clearly going through some stuff right now. Looks like the leaders are going to be coming in here. It's probably going to be a second set of tires. Go ahead and get rid of the ticker, see if we can get some good up close shots here. There we go. How about this? Look at this camera angle. Adam Ball is going to lead him off of pit road here. Looks like Nathan Finnegan's going to come off second. Evan and Justin going to be third and fourth. Robert fifth. Justin, I think that was James, and then that's Nate. This is Travis and Rob. Mike Kirk and Kevin LePerrier. And then Justin Labette. I don't see anybody else sitting there on pit road. Let's go ahead and switch her back up. I don't like chopper cam. What else we got? We got blimp cam. Yeah, let's do a blimp cam here for a few. Looks like Larry McKenzie. Or Brock. I'm trying to figure out who is leading here. Somebody's going to be getting a wave around. Okay, so they're probably waving some people around, just trying to get them back on the lead lap. That's good to do in these like little recruiting races. Keep people engaged. I mean, we're not racing for anything super serious or anything in this, so
Larry's got the old school, the Outlaw logo on the hood. I don't know the last time I've seen that on a car. Probably Dale Jr. in like 05. It looks like Larry and that is Brock to his outside. So Brock in our league drives number 24, so that's why he's in the 24 scheme. But I think someone may have taken his number before he got into the server since it's a hosted session. So that's why it's all mixed up. And that's why I'm kind of mixed up in the mind as well. Before I forget for you, Chris, let me bring up your ticker again. I'll go with this one for the initial restart, and then I'll get it straightened out. We're going to be coming to a little over 40 laps to go. You know what? I know why everything's going crazy, and you're going to hate me. Sorry, I just had to fast forward. I had rewound at some point and never fast forwarded back. Doesn't look like we missed anything, guys. I was looking at everybody's speed, and I was like, man, it says everybody's going 130, 140. It looks like they're still pacing. Larry's going to lead that lap. That's a bunch of the guys not in the league currently running up at the front. So that is a welcome sight. First league member is Nathan Finnegan there. He's third in line on the inside row. Got Justin Diaz right behind him. And right behind Justin's Adam, which is one of Nathan's teammates. So I wonder who he's going to go with. Nathan's going to move to the outside of Max McCarthy here. Now that's focused on Larry here. Looks like Nathan's going to get pushed out to the lead by
Justin. So that is short-lived. Let's go ahead and, I don't know if I'm going to be using this compare tool too much here at Super Speedway Racing. Nathan, Justin, Adam, and other Justin. We got too many Justins. We got like 4 Justins in this league, maybe 3.
Diaz is the sitting duck amongst them. They're going to hate me for it, but they have a team name, and I'm drawing a blank on what the team name is. There's 2 of them. I think it's CCM, but don't ask me what it stands for. And if I got it wrong, pretend I didn't say that. Justin's going to stick on Nathan's bumper here, and Bissonette is going to look to the inside of Adam, but he's going to back out of it. Mix it up too much. Stephen Prosser back there in the 68 car, showing 27 on the ticker, running in 5th. Got Larry McKenzie in the 00 car. Now things are going to get mixed up a little bit, so I'm going to lose track of where we're at. I'm going to assume those guys aren't... Oh, we got contact. Robert Blauen just put down the fastest lap of the race. They stayed green there. I'm going to go back and watch what happened, but that did stay green. They were able to keep it all going in the right direction. I think Kyle, unfortunately, just moved down a little bit there. Then just harmlessly spun to the inside. Must not have known somebody was to his outside or any number of things, but we stayed green. Got a pretty large gaggle of cars here at the front. Looks like top 9 are all here. Pretty single file. You got Nathan, you got Justin Diaz, Adam Ball, Justin Bissonette,
Evan Pienta, Stephen Prosser, Max McCarthy, Nate Brzezowski, Robert Blauen. And there is a lap car there, the 72 car of Robert Molino, also goes by Bob if I'm not mistaken. Is up there in the lead group, and then you got a little bit of a gap back here to this trio of cars led by James Danforth, Rob Cunningham, and James Napier. And then even further back, we got another trio. We got Travis Lapenas, Brock Hersey, Larry McKenzie, after he was unfortunately involved in that little incident. Kevin LaPerriere and Mike Kirk just back here cruising, hoping for a caution. Justin Labatt really cruising, looking for a caution. And then already called out Merlino's up in here in the lead pack, and then Kyle Jelly on pit road for some repairs. Back to the front, Nathan Finnegan. Nothing much has changed here. I bet you Evan Pienta back there in the Mobil 1 car is gonna try and get the outside line going, because that's what they're gonna have to do if they want to do anything with that trio of guys up front. Evan, pretty talented painter. Merlino up the track a little bit, almost got into Bissonette, but not quite. Evan is actually in the process of painting our BMW M Hybrid V8 for the upcoming Daytona 24. We're probably going to have, I don't know initially, but I think we're going to have 3 or 4 teams of drivers. I see some smoke. I don't like seeing smoke, but we're going to have quite a few cars in that. Evan's working on designing the BMW for us. Then we'll probably have some league drivers that are going to be driving one of the GT Daytonas, possibly the LMP2. Who knows? We're going to have a lot of cars. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be coming up the second to last weekend of January. iRacing does it a week before the real life one. I think the real life one is the 28th. I think the iRacing one is on Saturday the 21st, if I'm not mistaken. Evan getting the high line going here. He's going to try and work around the outside of Justin Bissonette. Does not have a lick of help, though. He's probably going to try and get up there and work with Justin Diaz, if I were to guess. Bissonette with a little bit of a side draft there. Move back a little bit further in this group. We got Robert Blauen just hanging out there at the back of this pack. Unfortunately, the group
behind him are, you can see the difference in time. It's about a half-second difference between this lead pack and what the pack behind him, led by James Napier, are running. That gap is consistently growing. Let's see what so the difference between James, who's at the back of this trio of cars, and Travis, who's leading that group behind him, is they're about the same. So I think Travis's group is going to chase them down. I'm going to focus on this a little bit. And as I say that, Evan got out to the lead here. I don't know what happened. We're going to go back and review it. He got a massive run, and he just used it. Yeah, he's just getting a push from Justin Bissonette, and they just go ripping around the outside, everybody. And that's going to get Bissonette and Finnegan together. So we got a bit of a mix-up here. We're going to be coming to, I believe, 26 to go. That's what it looks like. Woo! Big old move, Bissonette to the inside of Pienta. I'm sure Nathan is going to go with him here. He's going to be able to complete that pass. It's going to get him out to a pretty big gap in front of him. I don't necessarily want that. I do enjoy that this is strung itself out a little bit here and got itself green for a bit.
Looks like Adam Ball is going to move to the outside line. He's probably going to look to push Evan to an extent. Obviously, he's going to try and get up there with his teammates. Evan with a big run. That's a big side draft. He is sideways down the back straightaway. That is, it may not have looked like much on TV, but that is a sketchy move. And Nate Brzezowski's working his way up here. Looks like Robert Merlino may have been a little out of shape back there further in the pack. He's just trying to get back onto the lead lap. Oh boy. I'd love to focus on some other points in the race, but this is, I think there's just too much action going on up front here. I am looking at it, and it does look like Travis's pack did catch the pack that was had James at the tail end of it. So I think that group of, unfortunately, Outlaw, once he's gone, he's gone. He can only do so much for you. Once someone is kicked from a hosted session, there is no way to bring him back. Same goes for league sessions, by the way. If you accidentally kick someone out of that or disqualify them, you can't bring them back and undo it. I have been victimized by that, by jokingly doing that to somebody.
Evan and Bissonette here have worked out to a multi-car length lead. It's almost tandem drafting at this point. They're going to work their way past Justin Labatt there.
Oh man, Evan he's got to have used up tires or something. He is squirrely there.
Thanks for that, Kyle. Yeah, it looked like a couple goofy things happened. It's been pretty good now that it's got itself kind of going green flag here. Adam's going to move to the outside of Justin Bissonette. The pack is all going to bunch back up together. Like Justin Diaz may have blinked out a little bit there. Nate Brzezowski a little bit slow there. This pack is still all together. The top 9 all within a second of one another. Just big run after big run.
These teammates here are going to go 3 wide. If nothing else, these guys are going to have a photo op for one another. Hopefully they do not wreck each other here. That is going to let Evan get out to a pretty sizable lead. Nathan just trapped up on the outside there. He's able to squeeze back in here. Yeah, having your mic bound is definitely helpful, especially if you're trying to talk to somebody. This guy's going to be coming to 15 to go this time by. The pack behind them has managed to close about a second or so. They're about 6 seconds back of the leader. Evan Pienta's going to get stuck in the middle 3 wide here. They're 3 wide, 2 rows deep now. Man, the runs these guys are getting. Diaz is going to come flying to the inside here. Ooh, we got lap traffic up ahead. I'm sure they're yelling on the radio to clear out a little bit. Hopefully that lap car is just able to
move to the apron going through. Oh, you got Adam Ball up into the wall a little bit. Yeah, it's no harm, no foul. 03 car doing the right thing, just getting out of the way. Don't want to be the don't want to be the reason to don't want to LePage the field, as they call it. We're coming to 11 to go. My math holds true. They're about to be 3 wide again. See that pack behind them, trying to close down. I mean, they've worked their way to, they're within 5 seconds of the leader now. They're not going to have enough time, but them just working together in a solid line like that is allowing for some good closing. Nathan Finnegan out here in the lead. I mean, the runs these guys are getting are pretty crazy. So you don't want to do anything silly and block somebody and stack the whole field up. Eight laps to go. I'm trying to look through the field here. So you got teammates here in
first, third, and fourth. Evan's going to look to the inside. Justin's actually going to go with him. That lead group is getting split up a little bit here.
Might have had something happen. Someone either they needed to pit or gonna be coming to 6 laps to go here. Brzezowski blinking a little bit there. Bissonette looking to the inside of Pienta. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, they're able to get it gathered back up. That was not ideal. Not really sure what happened there. Gonna be coming to 5 to go. Honestly, anybody in this top 7 could get this win. That oh, that stinks. Yeah, the limit on tires will do you in if you got to use up sets early. That's good. Glad you had fun. I can imagine these guys are all over the place at this point, not having tires. I mean, I think we last pit 30, 40 laps ago. Adam Ball looking to the outside of Bissonette. Ooh, Nate Brzezowski. There's going to be a wreck here. Yep, that's going to be a yellow. Caution. I think that was Evan, Brzezowski, and Bissonette who got involved there. Next race is going to be next week, same time. We're going to be at Legacy, Kentucky, which is where A Fixed is. So if you wanted to do any practice or anything for it, it should be pretty much the same thing as A Fixed.
Yeah, Brzezowski just got in the wall a little bit. It just came together, unfortunately.
But this is we're going to have a green-white checker. There's only one green-white checker, so I'm not going to have endless ones. But yeah, we're going to have there's another recruiting race next week at Legacy, Kentucky. Then we're going to take off Christmas and New Year's, and then we will have what will probably be the final one. I think it's January 8th. I think it's at Legacy, Michigan's where A-Fix is that week. So we're going to do that. So if you're interested, definitely keep an eye out for it. If you're interested in joining the league, definitely get in contact with us after the race.
You can look up our league on iRacing. Check out any of I think there's some links that I put in the description for the session on iRacing. The Twitch channel has links to Discord and Facebook and whatnot. So there's a million ways to end up getting there. So I think that you had 3 people stay out on old tires, and what they are banking on is that there's a wreck almost immediately, because they're going to get eaten alive otherwise. So that was Steven Prosser getting 1 lap back. I think he's still going to be 1 lap down. So we got our top 13 on the lead lap. They're doing some wave rounds here, just trying to get as many people on the lead lap as possible, I would say. It's going to be 1 to go. And again, it's going to be a green-white checker. It should be our only attempt at a green-white checker. We're already in overtime for what our session would be. Front 3 cars are all on old tires. And then you got Butch-a-Guy on some new tires. I love to see this stay clean, but I'm sure there's going to be 3 wide and 4 wide.
I don't even know how many wide. This should be fun. I don't even know the best camera angle to use for this. I think we'll just stick with this. Yeah, we'll stick with this one, actually. A little bit more zoomed out. Helps see more. Robert Blauen and Mike Kirk going to lead them down to the green flag here. Rob Cunningham and Nathan Finnegan line up on the second row. Adam Ball and Justin Bissonette lining up on the third row. This is going to be our 1 attempt at a green-white checker. No more after this. Hopefully we're able to make it all the way to the end. Robert with a huge jump. Mike with a terrible jump. He probably spun the tires big time here. Robert is going to be... Yeah, he's just going to... They're going to go 3 wide here, but Robert's just got 0 shot at this. That's going to be Bissonette to the lead. Ignored the fact that I think they... Oh, we got a wreck back there in the back of the pack, but the white flag is out if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, it looks like... I think that's going to end the race. I thought that was a green-white checker. I could be wrong. If those are the Finian packs, yes, those are the ones I primarily use. I don't know if he has done one for the new Atlanta yet. So I'm not using them. But for most tracks, those are the ones that I use. This is just the iRacing camera pack. Let's see what happened here. I mean, the whole field's just stacked up there, so inevitably something is going to happen here. Yeah, just cars come together, unfortunately.
Oof. Big hit for Travis. I think we're on the final lap here, so Bissonette is going to get the win. They had something goofy with the scoring where Prosser was up there in the lead. I think he did one too many waiver rounds and it put him out to the lead, but
it's going to be Bissonette getting the win. Let's wait for this timing and scoring to sort itself out. There's definitely some people towing. I'm going to have to see what happens here at the end. That was pretty exciting there at the end. I was glad to see a longer green flag run there. Don't run him over. Alright. I think this is the checker flag. Yeah, it shows they're finished now. Aw, Bissonette got wrecked by Rock right after the flag. We'll get the guy back up. I'm sure they're just going to do all sorts of nonsense now. What? Alright, let's go ahead and go through the finishing lineup. So Justin Bissonette was able to bring it home under caution there, obviously, at the end. Nathan Finnegan second, Robert Blau third, Adam Ball fourth, Mike Kirk fifth, Rob Cunningham sixth, Kevin LaPerriere seventh, Nathan Brzezowski eighth, Evan Pienta ninth after getting involved in that last lap incident I saw there. Brock Hersey able to bring it home in the top 10. Just outside the top 10, got James Danforth, Justin Diaz, not sure what happened to them at the end. It says pit. Some of these guys probably had to tow at the end. Stephen Prosser, 13th. Travis Lapanis, 14th. 15th, Max McCarthy. 16th, Robert Molino. 17th, Justin Labatt. 18th, James Napier. 19th, Larry McKenzie. 20th, Stephen Tuck. And then I'm just going to scroll through the rest of these guys because I'm not sure who all was actually running at the end. So hopefully you
guys had some fun both watching and anybody that was watching participating. We'll have another one next week. It will not be broadcast because I'm going to be racing for a change. I think it'll be the first recruiting race I do. Anyways, thanks for tuning in.
If you have any feedback after the race, definitely send me some info so I can know what to work on. And until then, we'll see you then.